It's not gonna be all that bad. Okay?
It's gonna be even worse.
I promise I'll be careful. I promise.
Frisco, that's not good enough. You were careful tonight at the Webbers, but that still wasn't good enough. You got shot, didn't you?
Will you forget about this, sweetheart? It was a 1 in a million chance, okay? It was a freak thing.
Ordinary people. It sure was. Not for a cop.
Will you just try to put it out of your mind? I know what you went through. It's not...
You can't know what I went through.
Do you remember when I was in the Asian Quarter? And you thought that I was killed? And I was alive and you found out and you were happy as hell? That's the kind of reaction I thought I was going to get tonight.
What happened in the Asian Quarter was wars that were going on the waterfront. And starting next week, you're going to be dealing with that same kind of danger. And I don't think that I can deal with that.
You're looking at this all wrong, Felicia.
I'm looking at it the only way I know how. As a woman who loves you. And I couldn't bear to lose you. I want to walk away now before I become a widow.
Honey, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do either.
I can't be married to a cop, Frisco. That's final.
You're saying that you really don't want to marry me?
I want to marry you more than anything else in the whole world. But I can't.
Honey, get some sleep, all right? We'll talk about this in the morning, all right?
Please, sleep's not going to do anything. I can't marry you. And please don't try to talk me out of it. I'm not marrying you tomorrow or any other day.
That's why I came by, because I was so concerned about Felicia. Frisco's upstairs with her now.
Well, it's a natural reaction she had. I think Frisco will straighten it out.
Oh, I hope so. Felicia was terribly upset when she came back.
Well, did she say anything?
Only that Frisco was all right.
Well, if she knew that, why would she be upset?
What happened at the Webbers is probably just beginning to sink in.
Well, you know, Felicia usually confides in me. But this time, she wouldn't say a thing about what's bothering her.
Well, I think she's going to be okay now that Frisco's here, but I don't know if we should wait around on them. They could be up there all night.
Frisco,
Is Felicia okay?
Why didn't she come down with you?
what is it?
She didn't come down because, she doesn't have anything more to do with me.
What?
Well, she's not going to marry me. She can't handle being a cop's wife.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, this is it. The ceremony is off. And, she won't marry me tomorrow or any other day. Those are her exact words.
Oh.
Come on, let's go for a walk. Come on.
I better go up and see Felicia.
Leave her.
The place will be finished in just a few minutes. It's tough afterwards, isn't it? I mean, when you're in the middle of something like this, you're too fired up to really feel it. You're running on adrenaline. But when it's over, that's when it hits you.
I feel like, we've been raped.
Anything I can do.
Just tell me it was a bad dream.
I wish I could. But I can tell you that it's over now, and that no one was injured badly.
Thank God.
Listen, let me clean up around here for you.
See, sweetie.
You're safe now. Do you hear what Sam said? It's all over. We made it. We made it. Hey, Sam, do me a favor. Come on, sweetie. Take, you can take the keys. Take Rick Jr. up to, Lucy for me, would you? I just need a couple of minutes.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, hey. Oh, my. Hello, baby. Hello, baby.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
How's Rick Jr.?
Rick Jr.'s fine. Big Rick. We're all fine.
I'm glad you're safe. I was scared to death listening to the news.
I know, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm all numb. And isn't it ironic? I was so afraid that you were going to show up here while those men were here. Because if anything had happened to you.
Where's Rick?
Rick, had to go to the hospital. They finished operating on that man.
Jenny, would you like me to stay the night?
No. No, I'll be with her.
Permanently?
Mom, let's just take things one night at a time.
Look, I'll hit the road. I'm only a phone call away if you need me for anything, Jenny.
Thanks, Janet. You know, I never quite realized till now how much I need my family.
Oh, Felicia.
Grandmother, don't try to change my mind. I know what I'm doing.
Well, it's your decision, of course. You're a grown woman, and I respect that, whatever you decide.
But I don't agree with it.
Are you asking me what I would do in your place? Or what I feel you should do?
I just want your support. Suddenly I just feel so alone.
Oh, well, you know you have that. You're my granddaughter. I love you dearly.
But you're disappointed, aren't you?
Felicia, you come from a long line of tough, strong women. Our family were pioneers. We had to carve a living out of the land. And the women worked every bit as hard as the men and were equally responsible for their survival. They built the hacienda that you love so much. And they defended it against all odds.
Are you saying I let my family down?
No, I'm only saying that you're from that same pioneer stock.
Well, I thought I was, too, until tonight. But I can't go through that nightmare again. And if I marry Frisco, I'll have to.
Felicia, we can endure anything for love.
I can't.
No, darling. Then what do you want to do?
I want to go home with you. I want to get out of Port Charles and just forget everything.
Felicia, you're running away. Oh, of course, I'll take you home with me. But I feel I must warn you. You'd better think long and hard before you walk away from Frisco. Because once you leave that man, you'll never get him back.
Bill, there's no way Frisco's going to give up being a cop.
There's no way you should have to. I understand Felicia, of course, and I certainly sympathize with her feelings, but it's just unfair to give Frisco an ultimatum like that.
Well, from what he said, it didn't sound like an ultimatum. It sounded like she was simply leaving him.
Well, we can't let it happen.
No, right, we can't. How are we going to get them back together again?
Well, we better do it fast because the wedding's supposed to be tomorrow.
Well, maybe Mariah will be able to talk Felicia out of it.
I don't know. Frisco seemed to think she had her mind made up. You know, maybe Tony can do something.
I just wish that Felicia could get it into her head that she's not alone in this. The police officers' wives, they're so supportive of each other. You know, they all band together when times are hard.
That's how they manage to survive.
Absolutely. Yeah. They have this kind of bond that helps each of the women through those endless nights when their husbands are out working.
You know, Felicia was amazed at the attitude that these women took when the news came in about Vince and Frisco. Yeah, she couldn't believe how calmly they were taking it.
Especially Nina.
And she should have been an example to Felicia.
Right. She barely reacted when she found out that her husband was in danger.
Felicia didn't understand how these women could take this news so calmly as they did.
Well, Nina's a real cop's wife. Policemen should be so lucky to have wives like that.